lot and been through a lot. And growing up in your era, mental health wasn't talked about. It
No.
was man up. And we got to
Yeah.
get to it, man up.
And I
So,
hate. Go ahead.
so I was saying, so I just like, how do you kind of acknowledge all the things you've been through and kind of like move forward, knowing like, all right, I got to take care of my mental, you know what I'm saying? And then like you saying about your son, trying to instill him to be mentally aware and strong with his feelings and emotions and stuff like that. So how was that like learning that?
Well, I'll answer the last part first, especially like with my son. That's why I call him, because to me he's the most emotionally secure and advanced out of everybody within our family circle. Because like he thinks first and then he acts. You know, being from Haiti, Haitians, most people from the Caribbean, we have a tendency to go to level 10 and then we bring it down. We try to figure it out. You know, growing up in that atmosphere and that lifestyle was hard. And so you're right, we don't address mental health issues. So when I got to a point in my life, like when I got to Virginia, there was a doctor named Bob Rotella, and he was a psychologist and everything else. He's the one that I dealt with. And I used to tell people all the time, I have a trainer for my body. Why shouldn't I have a trainer for my mind? And so we have to start embracing mental health and therapy and talking to somebody, because I don't want to be hard and tough all the time, because we shouldn't be. You know,
Man.
an 8-year-old should not be raising his siblings, you know? And it's like, I still remember doing that, getting on the plane with my brother and sister to come to the United States. And it's like, that should not have been my responsibility, you know, as an 8-year-old. And so it's those things that you got to come to grips with, but we have to be honest with ourselves. We all, listen, we all have mental issues. 1, 2, 3. I'm looking at y'all three, myself included. Everybody in this damn world, we all have some kind of mental, whatever it is, whether it's a level 1 or a level 100, but we all fit in there somewhere. You know, it could be anything, but there is some form of mental something. And so we just have to come to grips. You know, man, we're not supposed to cry. That's a damn mental, that's mental anguish. I cry. Why shouldn't I cry? If you make me cry, I'm gonna cry. If I'm sad, I'm gonna cry. But we're not, especially black men, we're not supposed to cry. We're supposed to, yo, what's up? Man, the hell with that. I'm crying. I tell people all the time, don't say I have an attitude because I'm in my emotions. Okay? Not my feelings, but my emotions, which we all have. Two different things. You know, if you get in your feelings, that's a whole different subject. But you should be able to get in your emotions, because if I'm angry, I'm going to be angry. If I'm happy, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to laugh. And so you have to embrace all of that. And if we don't, because society's telling us, no, we got to be tough and strong, only women can have feelings and emotions, stop it.
Exactly. I feel the same way, man. And I love what you just said though. We gotta quote that. Like everybody got a physical trainer, and you go to the gym, you working out with a trainer, you go to a fitness class. Why don't you have that for your
right here,
mind?
the most important thing. The most important thing.
And that's what I'm saying. It's therapy is always looked down upon like you really have a problem. It's not about that. It's about,
it's not a problem. You're the smartest person in the room in that moment. When you deal with your issues, you are getting healthy. When you acknowledge it, I don't care what it is, you are acknowledging it, you are taking accountability, now you're being a man. But listening to crap that people say, oh, we shouldn't do this because we're black, we're men, those are cop-outs. You know, they're built-in excuses for bullshit. Excuse my language.
Mm-hmm.
I understand totally. Those are the ones that's running from something that they need fixed.
Yes.
Need to fix that.
Yeah, they when no one's around, that's when they struggling. Yeah.
But you
I hear
see,
you. I
okay,
hear
here,
you.
I'm gonna give you guys a number right quick. So far this year, do you know what the number of suicides are?
Uh-huh.
What are we?
440,000.
40,000?
440,000
Oh,
men
oh.
have committed suicide in 6 months.
And we only know about 5 of them because the 5 were celebrities. It's
Yeah, exactly. When it's celebrity, that's when we talk about it. How about all the others? And that's what I'm saying, man. I'm not doing this with people anymore. I'm too old. That's my mantra now. I'm too old for this shit.
hey, I'm saying that shit now. Shit, I'm 29. I'm saying it already.